Hey guys, with HTC launching a bunch of devices in the past that didn't hold up so well in the marketplace, this new device from HTC promises to be quite a winner. The new HTC One Me comes somewhere in between the HTC E9 Plus and the new M9 Plus and is expected to do fairly well, especially for the Indian market. My name is Bharat and today we're going to be unboxing and taking our first look at the new HTC One Me. So when the HTC One M9 came out, a lot of people were quite disappointed with the kind of specifications it had. In India, HTC launched the One M9 Plus with the fingerprint scanner at the bottom of the screen, which would allow you to basically use your fingerprint to secure your device. Now we have an update. I'm going to put this phone to the side. There's also another phone that came out recently, the E9 Plus. It's a fantastic little device from HTC, again with a 2K display, fantastic hardware on the inside, really fast and responsive, runs Lollipop. Again, a good looking device with dual SIM capabilities from HTC. However, not a lot of people were excited about these devices, and now it's time for us to take a look at the One ME or the One Me, whatever you like to call it. We're quite excited about this device, so I'm going to quickly cut through the box and I'm going to go ahead and see if this device is going to live up to expectations, my expectations, if not everyone else's, because I feel that this hits the sweet spot in terms of pricing and capability. Now, HTC has been using the MediaTek chipset for quite a while now, which is going to be slightly disappointing for some people, but the new chipset has been declared to be really powerful and should work really well with this device. So I'm going to go find that out. You have a fingerprint scanner, which is again not a button. On the back, I can feel a nice matte white finish, which is fantastic. I'm going to put the phone on the side right now. If you look at it over here, the glossy is on the E9, the glossy white, and the matte finish is on the Me. It's almost the size of the M9, which makes it slightly more interesting. The phone has been launched in India for a price of Rs 40,500. Now inside the box, over here you'll see flat style earphones. They are in-ear style earphones and they have a nice HTC branding over there. The flat cable is fantastic, will last you a really long time. You also have a standard 3.5mm headphone jack, and you have HTC branding on the divider or the splitter of the cable over here. And you also have an inline microphone and a push button to send and end calls, which will be great. You also have additional ear tips, a large size and a small size. The medium ones are on the earphones. A standard USB to micro USB cable, a standard HTC style wall charger. It is a switching adapter. It should charge your device slightly quicker than previous edition chargers. Now here you can see the device. Over at the top of the phone, you have a nice ultra pixel camera. These are the cameras that HTC was using in the back. Now they've been shifted towards the front. Below that, you have a display, which is now a 2K display. So you have a 5.2-inch 1440 into 2560 pixel display, which is a WQHD display. Now below that, you'll see the secondary boom sound speaker. The first one was on the top. You also have the fingerprint scanner, which can also be used as sort of a home button to activate the device. On the right is where all the action is: the power button, volume rockers, and a micro SD card slot. Over at the top, you just have an infrared blaster, which will come in really handy if you're using a lot of devices in around your house, office. Over at the left, you have the SIM card slots. So you have dual SIM card slots. These will use nano SIM cards. At the bottom, you have a micro USB port along with a 3.5mm headphone jack. Now over at the back is where all the action is. You have a 20 megapixel f2.2 BSI sensor, which also does 4K video recording. You also have dual tone LED flash. Now the back panel has these gold accents. We have the matte white color. It is also available in a gray color. You can see the nice HTC logo over there. Now I'm going to quickly go on ahead and start this device up. And while it's starting up, I'm going to go on ahead and tell you a little bit more about what all is inside. So the new processor is the new MediaTek Helio X10 octa-core chipset, which is a 2.2 gigahertz processor. You also get 3 GB of RAM in there, 32 GB storage, which you can expand up to 2 TB. We just saw a 200 GB micro SD card available today. Hopefully the 2 TB ones will be available soon. Well, if they are available anytime soon, you'll be able to upgrade them with this device. On the inside is a 2840 milliamp hour battery, and the device is running Android Lollipop with HTC Sense 7.0. Now this is me setting up the fingerprint scanner. As you can see, all you need to do is touch and lift, almost like how you would on an iPhone with the Touch ID sensor. This is a fingerprint scanner on the new HTC as well as the Samsung devices, uses the same sort of technology as seen on Apple's Touch ID sensor. Now once the setup is finished, you'll get this option to personalize your HTC Sense Home. You can do that if that's what you want. Once the setup is finished, you will be loaded up with the new HTC Sense 7.0 home screen, which is over here. Now again, you can customize the top clock to look like an old clock, and you also have this personalization box over here, which will recommend applications based on your location. So you can set your location presently. If you're at work, you can set the work suggestions, and then automatically it will give you work applications. Over at the left is Blink Feed, and you can add your feeds as per your requirement. Now the app drawer is more or less similar to what we've seen in the past from HTC. You have a vertical scroll, and you can customize the grid layout to 4 columns or 3 columns. You also have HTC Themes, which has been revamped. I'm going to quickly sign into that to show you that you can now download a bunch of themes onto your device. Easy. So if your screen does get locked, just place your finger on the scanner and it'll unlock back to the application that you were on. So here you can see that we can download a bunch of themes. But I'm going to go quickly look at some of the applications that are installed over here. May not be seen in the Indian version because this is a test version and it comes to us from Singapore. You can customize the camera application to quite an extent as well. They don't preload it with all the things. So if I scroll to the right, you'll be able to see that I am visible in the front facing camera. Then you have the regular camera over here. If you scroll towards the left, you should be able to get into panorama mode. Now you can change these modes and customize them by adding more modes from here. So if I wanted to add a split capture mode or a bokeh mode, I can do that. They give you 3 more options to add up in your grid. Now if I get into settings, you'll see that we have a standard set of settings, and you can go into advanced settings, change the way you capture your images. You can also change the video quality and record a standard 4K. Now the fantastic thing about this is that it'll record up to 53 minutes of 4K footage without stopping. In many of the other devices, there exists a heating issue where they stop 4K recording after about 5 or 8 minutes. The new HTC One Me will continuously record video for about 50 odd minutes, or whatever the capacity of your micro SD card will be. From the quick toggles, you can hold down on a toggle to jump directly to the settings panel, which is something new that they've added. And you can also jump quickly into software information. I'm going to show you that it's running Android 5.0.2 with Sense 7.0. We also see that there is no updates available at the moment for this particular device. The device seems to be really fast and responsive, and with the Helio chipset, I don't feel any heat coming from the device, which is great. Despite there being several complaints about battery life performance as well as the heating issue, I do not think that that's going to be an issue on this device. However, we'll be testing it out extensively. Right now I'm just going to run all the updates in. Now Blink Feed can again be customized, and you can search for your favorite feeds and add them to your Blink Feed so that you can stay updated from your favorite portals or favorite websites. You can even search for iGyaan and add us as a custom feed. You'll get most of our information from Twitter or Facebook, depending on what all you're connected to on your Blink Feed or your HTC Sense. Now HTC's new lineup seems to be slightly more promising than what we were seeing in the past. We have a really nice HTC One M9 Plus, we have the new One ME, and then we have the E9 Plus, which is a larger device. Now as you can see, the M9 Plus as well as the One ME have the same sort of display with the same size and the same resolution, whereas the One E9 Plus is slightly bigger. With respect to build quality, the M9 Plus has to be the best with this nice brushed aluminum metal back, whereas the rest of the two use polycarbonate. The E9 slightly less inviting because of the glossy white finish, whereas the ME has a nice matte finish with the gold accents that look absolutely fantastic. The build quality on the device seems superb. The device feels great in the hand, seems to be the right size. You also have dual SIM capabilities with LTE built into the device. A nice front-facing camera, boom sound speakers, infrared blaster, the works coming in from HTC for this device, priced at 40,500. It sort of is beating many of the other flagships that go upwards of 50. However, you do have a MediaTek chipset in there, which might be a problem for some people on paper, but we feel that the device, just like the M9 Plus, may stand out just a bit and do a fantastic job. Stay tuned for our full review. If you have any questions or queries, do drop them in the comment section below, and we'll try and cover them up in the final video. For iGyaan Networks, this has been Bharat Nagpal. Check us out on iGyaan.in. Catch us on Facebook, Twitter, Google+, Instagram, Snapchat, and any other social network with the username iGyaan. Thank you guys for watching.